Have you cleaned up your child's diet? You've added prebiotics, probiotics. You've ran every food sensitivity test. You've had their poop tested. You tried supplement after supplement, and yet your child is still dealing with constipation, reflux, eczema, behavioral meltdowns, poor sleep, or chronic inflammation in the body. If that's your story, I truly want you to hear this. You have not failed. You've simply been working downstream from the real problem. Because when it comes to your child's gut, the nervous system is in charge. Not the food, not the bacteria, not the supplements, and honestly, not even the gut. The nervous system tells the gut how to move, how to absorb nutrients, how to regulate inflammation, and when it's safe to rest and digest. If the communication system is stuck in fight or flight stress mode, no gut healing protocol is going to fully do its job. This video is specifically for parents who have done everything they were told to do. You changed their diet. You've invested in numerous of supplementation. You've tried every gut protocol under the sun, and you're still asking the question, why is my child not getting better? If that's you, I highly encourage you, keep watching, dive into this information as we unpack this. We're going to show you why the nervous system actually controls the gut, not the gut controlling the nervous system, like that brain conversation. There are 4 critical jobs of the vagus nerve during digestion, how burst stress and what we call the perfect storm disrupt the connection early in life, why diet and supplements alone simply are not enough, and the most important part, the order of healing that actually happens when the nervous system begins to repair and then regulate. This stat really changes everything. About 90% of the body's serotonin, the neurotransmitter responsible for mood, sleep, and digestion, is actually produced in your gut. And roughly 70 to 80% of your child's immune system lives in the gut as well. So when parents tell us, my child has digestive issues, they're anxious, they're not sleeping, they have so many emotional outbursts, they're always getting sick, those are not separate problems. They're often one nervous system that is struggling in multiple ways. But here's what almost no one talks about. What the chemistry, it actually happens in the gut is automatic. The brain tells the gut what to do. The nervous system sends those signals, and it tells the gut to produce serotonin. If it tells the digestive tract when to move food. It tells the immune system when to calm that inflammation storm. Without those signals, the chemistry is there, but the communication is not there properly from the nervous system. One clinical study involving 120 babies with colic actually found there was measurable autonomic dysfunction, and gentle chiropractic actually adverse those effects. This is not coincidence. This is the gut-brain connection in action. The nervous system controls the gut. Most parents have been taught the gut controls the nervous system, but the relationship is backwards. They've been told heal the gut and the brain will follow. But biologically, the brain and the nervous system is consistently directing the gut through the vagus nerve. It controls digestion, it controls absorption, it regulates the inflammation in the body. Think of the vagus nerve like the head chef in a busy restaurant. Your nutrients, your supplements, your probiotics, they're simply the groceries. Without the head chef directing the kitchen, even the best ingredients cannot become a great meal simply alone. Everything becomes disorganized. That's exactly what happens when the nervous system becomes dysregulated. So the vagus nerve is a really big component of this. It's a big nerve in the parasympathetic side of the system. So first, it controls motility. So this is what moves food through the digestive tract. Without proper signaling, the food will slow down. Constipation is commonly developed through that. Toxins sit longer in the gut than they should. It's also vagus nerve is controlling absorption. The vagus nerve helps open the cellular doors that allows the nutrients to move from the intestines into the bloodstream. It also manages assimilation, It's not enough to absorb the nutrients. Your body has to know where to send them. Iron needs to go into the bone marrow, B12 into the nervous system, protein going into the muscles and tissues. Now, lastly, the vagus nerve helps regulate inflammation. So we talk about neuroinflammation a ton in our office. It's one of the body's most powerful natural anti-inflammatory systems. When that system is not functioning well, the gut stays inflamed and healing will absolutely slow down. And families often wonder why months of supplements don't seem to make lasting progress. So, what disrupts the system in the first place? We call it the perfect storm in our office. It often starts before birth for most of the kids that we serve in our office. Prenatal stress can influence how the baby's nervous system develops. Birth interventions, we see this so often to be a downstream issue in most of the kids that we serve. Whether that's going to be interventions from pulling and twisting, C-sections, breech presentation, fast deliveries, or long, difficult labors can place a lot of stress on the baby's nervous system. Now, it will specifically hit the upper neck, and that's so important for vagal nerve regulation. The mechanical stress can interfere with the healthy communication between the brain and the body. Then, so often, antibiotics may disrupt the developing microbiome. Environmental toxins continue adding stress. Processed foods increase that inflammation. And over the first few years of life, a temporary stress response can become a long-term pattern of nervous system dysregulation. The nervous system kicks over into chronic stress. Now, diet alone simply is not enough. Nutrition matters. We absolutely want children eating absolutely amazing, healthy food, low processed, low chemicals, low dyes. But healthy food cannot replace healthy communication. The cleanest organic meal on earth cannot compensate for the nervous system that isn't sending the correct signals. Probiotics, digestive enzymes, herbs, functional medicine, they're incredible, valuable tools, but they're still working downstream. When the actual restoring of the nervous system and regulation has to come first. Everything else begins to work more efficiently. So what healing typically looks like. Most of our parents ask us, what should we expect? While every child is completely different, their sequence and stress and how it's stuck on is different, there is often a pattern that we see. Within the first several weeks, patients frequently notice that they have improved sleep. Then we'll see improved digestion, more regular bowel movements, less reflux, improved food tolerance is also key. Then we often begin to see changes in the immune system, fewer illnesses. Then we're going to see less skin issues come online, less chronic inflammation. And after that, that's when parents will frequently notice fewer meltdowns, better emotional regulation, improved focus, decreased anxiety, and finally, what begins to happen is development begins accelerating. So if there's speech struggles, if there's motor skills that are delayed, social engagement begins to improve because the nervous system builds up from that foundation. That is key to have a nervous system that's regulated to be able to build everything on top of that. If you've poured your heart into helping your child's gut heal, you're not alone. So many parents have, and you feel stuck, please hear this. You have not failed. Your child's nervous system may simply be stuck with chronic stress on it. It's unable to regulate, and that's something that neurologically focused chiropractic care can help address, and we do that every single day. At Cultivate, we use advanced INSiGHT scans to objectively measure how your child's nervous system is functioning. Then we create a gentle, neurologically focused care plan designed to restore healthy communication to the nervous system and the body. If you'd like to learn whether this approach could help your child, we highly encourage you to reach out to our team. Get plugged in. We have tons of resources on our website, on our social media. You guys deserve answers. You deserve hope. And most importantly, the most important part of this is your child deserves the opportunity to heal from the foundation of their nervous system up. We look forward to serving you.